Um, Hello and welcome to 4 of ISC8 of the versus Monty. I am Faircrown here with
Hey. I'm here as well. We're casting.
Yeah.
We're doing things.
Are you? Did you start your stream? So we'll.
I'll start it in a minute
Okay.
when the official clock
Okay.
kind of starts. I
Sure.
mean, not that either of us is an official, so we don't have to look at the time. But
But okay, we've got a map tactics, so we can talk between rounds.
okay, I'm starting the stream now. Yep, let's look at maps. At the maps thread though.
Sure.
The maps thread is only on your stream, so if anyone is watching my stream, they should look at the maps thread on Perry's stream. So yeah, this week of ISC, we have Vitric Station as the light drop. Then as the second and third drop, we have River City. And as the fourth and fifth drop, we have Frozen City Classic Night. Yeah, just for in case anyone doesn't know those rules, the first drop is without any lock-ons, and then drop 2 and 3 are like the medium weight drop with a maximum tonnage of 350 tons, and 4 and 5 are the heavy drops with, I think it is 420 tons maximum. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, were you around for like 228's game yesterday, Perry?
Yeah, I got to play. It was a lot of fun. I got to play in the light drop, drop 1, which does not.
What happened? Like let's just talk about what could happen in a light drop.
Sure.
So
light drop is a lot of times not very focused on the cap since it is very fast, and the enemy team opted to push our side as a big group right away, and thankfully Fire Ant and I were able to get in their backs as Jenners and shoot them as they pushed and killed our crabs. So going for the bigger mechs in the light drop is a good strategy because you want to get as much weight off the table, much firepower and weapons down as quickly as possible, and
yeah,
then worry about the caps to just finish the game.
I think that is one thing that is generally true for ISC because it's just 3 caps, and I think a cap only generates a point like every 1.7 seconds, something like that. It takes a long time for someone to win on caps alone. And Vitric Station is a very small map. I mean, it's not tiny, but it's only 2.5 kilometers across, roundabout. So even if you're down like 400 caps, your enemy is at like 650 or something, you can still turn it around really quickly if you kill all of them. I think one thing that is going to be interesting is whether we are going to see either team play mechs that can push on the low ground and then jump up, because that is something that you can see, especially in the light drop. I don't know if you were playing CS 23, but there was almost always like a missed links or something just jumping onto your backline, and there are some IS mechs that can jump up there without giving up too much firepower. So crabs and like trebuchets with the duration quirks might be really good on this drop, but they can't make the jump, I think. So there's like some trade-off, and maybe you don't want to play laser OMIT at all. Maybe you want to play something brawlier. Yeah. In general, I think the high ground is obviously the thing to hold.
Yeah.
Right. Especially since it's all a bit more brawly and short ranged. In theory.
Yes.
Thinking about it, you can actually put someone up on the citadel, and I don't know. I don't think it would be that good in this mode, actually.
Yeah.
Have you played against that before? Like someone sitting on the citadel?
Not in comp. I don't think so. I've seen it in quick play recently, which is why I've had to think about it for a second. But I'm not sure what mechs. It's usually like a clan jumpy mech that goes up
Yeah.
there. It's rarely an inner mech, I think.
Yeah, I think you can. There are some candidates for it though. You
Yeah,
could
it's
see like
Phoenix Hawk Spectre, but
Jenna.
that's not in
No,
this.
no, Jenna A can go
Well,
up
Jenner,
there
okay.
and still bring gun and
Mm.
like a spider with like a huge cooldown quirk and a single ear PPC or something, or a single
Mhm.
ear large.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
I mean, I
if
don't think they are great, and
yeah,
since it's not about caps,
if it's
it's
about
probably
fast
not
killing,
interested.
it's not
Yeah.
likely to be up there. Well, it looks like Team 1 is locked, so taking the map tactics down, let's look at OMIT. Right now we have Zephron as captain. He's got Hat, Cauterizer, Logic Prime, Sultan, and Taitetsu. In Lance's Alpha and Charlie. Team 2 is Mantra. We've got Wapix, Wentler, JBV, Kalsari Kanet, the Red Goes to Faster, and Leon. Setting up in Charlie and Bravo. There's not much of a difference between the spawns. We'll see
No,
if...
I think
Hmm?
Alpha and Charlie give you like a small, tiny benefit for running up the ramps,
Right.
but it really doesn't make a difference, especially with all mechs
Yeah.
potentially being fast, right?
One sign to look for is if any of the teams completely skip any of the cap points because they are 100% going for a brawl. I'm trying to follow chat. I gotta say the magic words. Are locked. Okay, here we go with drop 1.
Yeah, I'm curious what we're going to see. Mantra has been playing wildly different styles across the drops in the last 2 weeks at least, from what I know. I don't think they played that differently from drop to drop against Cole, but they definitely did against us. And I was talking with Pete earlier, and they did the same against CXF. So I'm really hoping that they are going to do lots of weird stuff against OMIT as well. Haven't really seen OMIT play, so curious what they are going to be like as well. Yeah, do you just want to go with the max, or should I? You do blue team, I do red team, something like that.
Okay, I'll do blue team.
Okay.
Alright. Got Hat and a Jenner, Zephron and a Jenner, Cauterizer and a Vindicator 5L, going for the high ground, Logic Prime and a Shadow Hawk, Taitetsu and a Jenner, Sultan and a Vindicator. Go ahead with red.
For the red team, we have like a what looks like a mid-vorm, like very laser mid heavy composition. Like there's 3 Vindicator 5Ls, a Blackjack A, and 2 Panther 9Rs. I think the Panther 9R is the laser vomit one. It is. They are 1 binary, 3 ear median. The Vindicators are probably like the regular binary vom, and they are going over to like this little outcropping here on the right side where
Right.
you see snipers sit on the heavier drops.
Yeah.
And they're just looking towards Theta.
Yep, and like I said, airstrike coming in over Theta. Ooh, gets Cauterizer a little bit. They have not even capped Sigma at all. They were looking to see if they could just push straight across. But Mantra was ready for them, holding back. Would not have been a good angle to push through the center in the open against all these snipers.
Yeah, I mean, they are a bit out of range, but obviously against like smaller mechs, the 560 or close to 600 meters optimal of a binary can be enough. Are those Jenners like MPL or what are they?
See, Jenners are MPL, yes. Logic
Yeah, okay.
Prime has got 2 PPCs. Logic was doing some jumping on their Citadel, using the Citadel to get some extra height. He wasn't going all the way to the top, but he was trying to get some snaps off these ear peeps. See how the red
And
team...
as funny as that sounds, to me this match looks very similar to the second to last, I think it was Vitric drop of Astrod Goppers against Nav
Mm-hmm.
last week, with Mantra playing the position of Nav and OMIT playing Astrods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, they sent head back to take Sigma, and now like the caps are in their favor.
Right.
With
But
them having the more brawly deck, it's going to be difficult for Mantra to just crack them open.
yeah.
But they are spreading out and are taking angles. The red actually pretty close to 2 Vindicators of OMIT. Maybe he gets picked. Something is definitely happening on this side.
Yeah. OMIT is about to flip the cap lead in their favor, but it's not even 100 yet, so the tickets are very slowly picking up. And it'll probably be decided by takes the most damage in these trades.
Yeah, I mean, certainly. The thing is, though, obviously OMIT doesn't need to trade right now. They could just sit on their caps
Right.
and force Mantra to make a play. But it seems they are not really doing that. They did try to extend to the left. Well, to the north, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
But did get stopped.
Yeah. Mantra has pushed up a little bit in the center now that they saw OMIT got stopped at center.
I think it's interesting that they are letting Calcium Kinect play this open. Like,
Yeah.
the distance from the ramps to the Citadel is only about 350 meters. The Janus with the MPLs could definitely do something to him. But in general, I mean, I don't mind OMIT playing this patiently. They should play it patiently.
Okay, the indicators of OMIT are in deep again in the side. Mantra is reacting.
Yeah,
Shifting
Sultan and Cauterizer probing the northern side again.
right. Another airstrike coming in and will miss. Logic Prime, 75%. It's probably taken some arty airstrike hits.
It's probably pretty spread. I think the red is probably, like, not just percentage wise, but he's probably the closest to actually
Yeah.
dying. Let's actually
See.
look at what speed up on him.
Oh,
He is
back hit.
it's actually pretty spread. He's
Yeah.
fine.
This is probably the slowest round one I've seen. If only, I guess, these teams can aim with their PPCs and lasers and make the brawl push across center just too dangerous to do.
Yeah, I think Mantra is maybe being a bit too passive.
Yeah.
We've seen like OMIT probe the north.
Mm-hmm.
That is actually something that I think Mantra should be doing. And if they don't want to probe the north, they should try to get the south side. I think it's worse because it doesn't have as much connected high ground.
Mm-hmm.
But you could definitely do something there. It's
Yeah.
just much harder to push into that area.
It's like they've started doing that with Gwentler taking some high position, getting chased off. Quapix in the low ground, Blackjack with PPC mag shot.
I mean, right now it just looks like they're letting Logic Prime farm. I would be very surprised if he doesn't have the highest damage at the end of this game. So now Mantra is extending into the southern part of the map.
Yeah.
Blackjack is moving very aggressively. I think it's PPCs and mag shot.
Yes.
So it does have good pinpoint, but at the same time, like, the mechs it's playing against have the shorter range. It should just stay at a distance.
Here they come. Cal is Cauterizer 57%.
I think he's actually fine there.
Yeah.
Cauterizer is as odd as it sounds, because he's on his side, he is the one that is
Right.
overextending a bit. But I don't like the position of the blackjack. Like,
Yes.
he is... He's kind of... I mean, I wouldn't say he's isolated, but the enemy team is also playing, like, last Vormy stuff, so they
Yeah.
don't need to, like, commit to him. They just need to find an angle where his team can't shoot them.
He spread the damage pretty well for him. It's good for the blackjack. Okay. And Mantra has backed off from the south side probe. So is OMIT. Logic is doing
We still
cauterizer.
have about, I would say, like, I said like one tick every 1.7 seconds, right? So 10 for 17, like 40 points a minute, 2 caps. So
I think this
we're looking
might
at 4 more minutes
You're-
before blue team wins.
Mantra's getting. It seems they're getting closer and closer. Is anything open yet? Here,
I feel like Calcer can... Oh, they're pushing.
Yep, here they come.
I think health-wise, they are fine, but the thing is that the max that are freshest on OMIT's side are the MPL Jenners, which
Yeah.
are like going to be key now.
Yeah.
So
OMIT
that being said, they
is
might get Logic here. He stayed up too long. Oh, Quap's dropping.
Quapix
Might
drops.
actually kill him. He dropped, and his team did not. So I don't think he has like a very long life expectancy right now.
Yep, he's in the
Yeah,
back.
there he goes.
Quapix. Taitetsu gets Quapix. Ad is in.
So OMIT went up the ramp behind Mantra
Great.
to fight him up top again.
Mm.
And they are only fighting with 2 against 5 right now. So that is really not good. Like,
Yeah.
Logic should try to get some distance.
The red goes to faster down. Hat gets him.
2 down, but
Sultan
it's
is
really
hurt.
about...
Yeah. JBV
It's
down.
rocket type at this point. Yeah.
Okay.
But Zephyrin is still really fresh. He'll get Leon. And after that, it's like just clean up.
Leon down. Cal Serenicate down.
Serenicate
It's just
down.
Gwentler. Legged CT
Yeah.
open.
Looks like a
Taitetsu
6-0.
gets him.
We've gathered enough resources.
Wow.
This
There we go.
triumph will provide
GG.
us huge tactical benefits.
That was a great job by the Jenners and OMIT for staying alive. Very patient. They were definitely ready to push right at the beginning without even capping Sigma.
Look at
But-
that. Logic has like 700 damage.
Yeah. Great job, Logic.
Oh, yeah.
That was definitely the key to winning that, is chipping them down over time. 2 kills for
I
Zephyron,
think
2 kills for Hat,
I-
2 kills for Tai.
it's more indicative of what Mantra did wrong. Because, like, obviously Logic played that well, but at the same time, Mantra was giving him the time to get that much damage.
Yeah.
Because, like, if the match goes faster, that doesn't really happen, right? Do you want to swap to the map strat real quick? And we just
Sure.
look at what happened.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so we had Mantra kind of sit here with 3 max, like one guy on Gamma, one guy up here, and then one guy like hovering. I guess they weren't really decided whether they wanted to join these guys or be more on the Citadel side, and meanwhile, OMIT just pushed their stuff up, took Theta, and yeah, they just established control of the ramp, weren't threatened by Mantra in doing that. And then, like, a minute later, they send Hat back to Cap Sigma. And that is kind of the base from which the entire game happens, right? After that, we have, like, 6-7 minutes of, like, small excursions by the teams. trying to get somewhere, but nothing really crosses. Let me do this quick. Nothing really crosses this line. And Mantra is getting whittled down by the superior range of the Shadowhawk. Then we see Vindicators trading with like other Vindicator-like mechs over here and over here, obviously. And then, like, in my opinion, a couple minutes too late, and also kind of not what I would do with that deck. Mantra just pushes across, and as we said in the drop just a couple minutes ago, like the Janus were still super fresh. Like there was no way Mantra is going to win this. But yeah, I think Mantra should have like done these movements earlier and with a bit more oomph behind it, right? Something to make the Janus actually move, because they were really safe. They could just sit and cover the entire game, and then the push happens and the Janus are at like 85%. That's not something that a binary Vom Panther can deal with at like 200 meters distance. Yeah, anything that you thought was interesting? Anything that you want to talk about?
Okay, stand up a second.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. What did you say?
I asked whether there was something that you thought was interesting, something that felt noteworthy.
Well, I mean, I think I said it during the game. I think you made a good call with the center citadel thing. I think Logic was definitely using the sloped uh, center castle to get some higher jumps and get some snapshots off at the very beginning of the round. And yeah, just the fact that they were prepared to brawl, but were able to switch to a stalemate beginning of the game. Yeah, very easy phase to throw it during.
Oh yeah. That was also something I really liked. Like, they had the caps, and they didn't go any further than the ramp. They didn't commit anything beyond the line. I think for them, not crossing the red line was really good, and for Mantra it was really bad. Actually, like Sultan and Cauterizer trying to get up here, that would be one of the things that I think weren't that good. Like if they want to check that nothing is up here, they can go to these buildings. Like they have jump jets, they can stay a bit further behind, right? They don't need to get close. But yeah, I really like that they were happy to just sit on their hands for a couple minutes and play the game slow. Let's actually take a look at River City for a second.
Sure.
So River City is obviously a very different map. it's way bigger. So this is more likely to become a cap game just by the size of the map, but at the same time, you're really only playing in this square of it. So it's not quite as big as it looks. Like it's about the same size actually as Bitrate. You just have a lot of playing area around. Actually, we're already dropping, so
yeah.
let's go back to the game.
Okay. So Team 1, OMIT has the spaceport for this first of the two River City drops. See how OMIT uses it and how Mantra deals with it. Of a slow load, I think I might.
Let's see. I mean, the spaceport is nice, but it's not like a crazy strong position, I would say. Especially because there's no cap there, right? Like Gamma is an illegal cap, so
Right.
you
Command coming in.
sometimes need to be careful
Capturing
not to
all
accidentally
resource
step on it,
points.
Mhm.
Any
because
hostiles are getting
if you
your
step
way.
on a cap that is not part of the game during IC,
Right.
you lose the drop if you don't kill all the mechs on
Mhm.
the enemy team.
Okay, I
And
was
on
off.
this map,
Yep.
that is really tough because it's so big.
Yeah. So we've got Logic Prime and a Grasshopper with 3 ERPPC and small lasers, Sultan, Jaeger Duelist with 2 heavy Gauss,
Command confirming
Ivazovsky,
we have
Bullshark
possession
2
of
with
Kappa.
6 ER large, 6 ER medium, Zephyron and a Vulcan already going to scout Upper City. Kappa is Hat and a Vulcan 5S going towards Theta. Kappa has been capped by another Vulcan, so that's all 3 Vulcans for OMIT.
Yeah, for
Scouting.
Mantra, we have like 2 little groups of like brawly mechs. We have a Charger 1A1 for Tramzelisis and for Not Xenopeach. Then a Vulcan, 1 for Quox and 1 for JBV. And then we have Asurem IS Asurem mediums. I think the Dervish is probably the one that they want, and then the Griffin is the one that they can afford tonnage-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely scary brawl mechs, but the thing I see here is they are so far away from each other right now.
Yeah.
If one of them gets jumped, the other can't really do anything.
Right. Yeah, this is I've never seen this where they are. I think they're waiting. They're waiting for the Kappa cap here. There's.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, the Epsi cap.
We have gained Epsilon.
I mean, they can't really do much against the Epsilon. They
Right.
should know. Like this could have been a Locust, which would already be like far away. So, and once they get spotted, this is going to be really tough for them.
Oh.
Especially if the mechs near Kappa get spotted. Once OMIT knows that 3 mechs are on the other side of the map, these 3 will die.
Yeah, the strategy is pretty interesting to me because of Spaceport. They're staying away from Spaceport completely, trying to go for a Kappa Epsi hold because that will provide the most cover from the Spaceport. Theta is very much in the open from Spaceport support. But yeah, how do these groups, how are they going to work together as the match goes on, being so far apart?
I think what I would do as OMIT is I would keep the Bullshark in position, but the rest of the mechs I would shift into Upper City as soon as I see that they are this split. I don't think OMIT is fully aware of that yet. Well, they have streaks.
Yeah, Streak
Look,
Dervishes.
Streak on the Griffin as well.
Yeah.
Zephyron losing 10% per volley. That is
And he's
that's not sustainable for him.
masked himself to get away. Those rockets hit him in the back as he was turning to run. That's unfortunate for him. Really good
Did he get
streak hits.
anything hit?
Probably not.
Can't click him. Oh, I already clicked. Oh, he is.
Yeah, he's hurt. He got hit
Very
in the
close.
back.
to that. That can end very quickly for him. And if he is actually going for Kappa right now, he might run into the Streak Dervish, and that would just be it.
Well, they'll
I
send.
think OMIT doesn't. They still haven't really figured out what's going on here.
Well, I think they
No, they are
probably
sending.
can tell.
They're just sending the lights again. Like they are still not moving the heavy mechs.
Right.
So, I think that is something that indicates that they don't know.
True.
But Hat just saw 3 mechs, so
Yeah.
now they should be aware. Like they should know.
Hat
But can
taking.
Hat get out? That is kind of the question here right
Yeah,
now.
Hat taking big
Just get out.
hits.
Outrider. Like all the Vulcans are getting beat up. I think Matra might be sending a team. No, the Charger is kind of the indication that there's no full commit to this push.
Yeah,
Charger was already waiting. But on the other side, the other group has moved up into the lower city.
right. Full capped Epsi. I think just taking a little bit extra position since they know the Vulcans are not near.
Yeah, so now OMIT has like 5 mechs just dealing with the 3 near Kappa, but they aren't. For my taste, they're not aggressive enough. Like, they know there's only 3 mechs here. They have the Bull Shark, making sure that nothing can cross unexpectedly.
The Zephyron.
And they are still very far away from everything. Oh yeah,
Zephyron misses the charger.
Very aggressive.
Zephyron doesn't know a charger is behind him.
Oh, and he is going to die.
Yep, Zephyron
Yeah,
down.
there he goes.
Gets
This
him.
makes it much more difficult for
Yeah.
OMIT.
It's unfortunate.
The Bullshark is not really a mech that can chase down either of these
Right.
groups. So it's effectively 4 versus 3 and then another 4 versus 3.
Oh.
With the Bullshark just punishing movement for Mantra, but if Mantra plays this right, they don't have to ever fight the Bullshark like in a more brawly situation.
Right. The Bull Shark is moving to try to catch up with the Grasshopper and mediums, but it's gonna take forever to get there. So OMIT
Yeah.
loot since they lose
It's
Zephyron,
also-
going for
It's
Kappa.
also opening up the map. It's making it so that the group
Yep.
that is now in Upper City can cross unopposed. Like
Yeah.
the Bullshark will just have 3 mechs in its ass. It
Yeah.
should have stayed. It should have. I mean, honestly, they should have gone for the Upper City group, in my opinion, instead of the Kappa one.
Yeah,
But Mantra is now trying to get the groups closer together,
right.
and they're doing a really good job at cutting mechs out of the fight. Like, Hattrick and Logic are still far away from the fight. Like, they don't have lines.
Well, they
At least Logic doesn't. I mean, Hat will have.
very shortly they're gonna
go down.
consolidate. So here's
South
their
America.
opportunity.
Oh,
Trim
Hattrick.
Zealous down. Quapix down.
Ooh,
Sultan
the
gets
backshot with the
Quapix.
duelists.
Yeah.
It can switch from being in a good game state to a bad game state so quickly. Like that backshot on Quox is devastating. But the Bullshark goes down so quickly.
Ivazovsky down. Gwentler gets him.
Ivan's down. The red should just kill Hattrick now. But he gets a volley on Cauterizer. Like really, the last one should...
Gwentler down. Headshot
Another
on
backshot.
Gwentler.
Wait, it was a headshot?
It was a
that's
headshot.
great.
Cauterizer down. 3v3.
Acquired.
Oops, I didn't want to press that.
The Charger should be able to do reasonably well against the duelist.
That down. It's just 2 for OMIT.
Oh.
Dervish is legged. Not Xander Peach. CT
Yeah, still
open.
pretty fresh. This duelist is extremely scary. And
just
the
got
red
backshot.
can't really do much against him. But I think
Xander Peach down. Not Xander Peach. It's 2v2. Logic Prime getting
Logic
focused.
will go down.
Yeah.
And I think the Dervish. Let's look at the Dervish. This might be the hidden star of this game. He's lagged. Okay.
Sultan
That might be difficult for the duelist to deal with though if the Dervish finds a good spot to pop tart because it doesn't have to expose its legs.
Sultan really wants a shot on him.
Well, they're just playing it for caps now. Yeah, I guess I guess they can do that. There's no way Sultan will catch the Vulcan. And the red
Theta is controlled by the
could
enemy.
probably kill Logic if Logic steps out too far or gets spotted. There's a strike on the red though, but I guess that's already done. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, what's he get? Is an arm gone? Sultan gets an arm off the
I
red.
mean, it's an 80. I don't think it cares that much about what it's losing. And JBV should just stay away. Sultan playing this really aggressively though.
Oh,
shot
the
on
red
Logic.
goes
That
so
was really
faster.
good by the red. Like,
Good
that was
jump.
exactly the right decision to jump this side.
Oh, but
But he
then
goes down for it.
Sultan
Yeah.
gets him.
I think JBV just caps Theta and then runs away.
Requesting airstrike.
GBV, oh, he is red right shoulder, one touch, but with heavy Gauss it's hard to scratch. It looks like Zephyron is already possibly conceding, because yeah, 550 tickets versus 3 caps and a duelist is not very fast, so I don't think
Yeah.
there's any way for...
JBV really just needs to stay alive.
Yeah.
And even if he dies, I don't think the duelist is fast enough. So yeah, he's going to do the smart thing. He'll just hide somewhere far away from the duelist. Yeah, and the game will end in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes or whatever.
Roundabout.
3
I don't
kills
think.
from
I mean, the
Sultan.
duelist might get one cap, and then it's a bit like another cap. Maybe it gets to Epsi in time,
Resource point Theta
but
is
it doesn't
ours.
get like 2 caps. And yeah, you kind of like once you go for Epsi, you can't take Kappa. He should have gone to Kappa first. Not that it would help in this specific situation, but just from a pathing perspective. So yeah, weird game, flip-flopping back and forth between either
Yeah,
team being ahead.
I was
I
get
think the streak landmines worked out really well
yeah,
for Mantra.
yeah, they got lucky with the back shots as the person was running away, just because the streaks are following you and have to you have to W key away, so it just shows your butt by default. It's interesting because I usually you'll see like a Epsi Theta hold or a Kappa Theta hold, but going for the split caps, going for the farthest points apart, it's somehow worked out for them. We're almost at 700, and yeah, it looks like JBV's just hiding because
Because it's the smart thing to do. He's
yeah,
doing everything right. Because once Epsi is capped,
right,
he can just wait actually until Kappa starts blinking, which
right,
is not going to happen this game. But he could sit for that long and then go on
yeah,
Epsi and still
yeah.
be fine. Like there's no risk for Mantra in this.
Mm-hmm.
They are playing it very well. But yeah, I think this is what I was talking about earlier, right? We've seen a really interesting strat by Mantra, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it being so unconventional is a big part of why OMIT didn't figure out a solution to it on the fly.
Right, exactly.
They didn't know what to do.
The enemy has capped enough resources. We've failed.
That's the game.
Gee. 3 kills for Sultan, 1 kill for Logic Prime, 1 kill for Hat, 1 kill for JBV, 1 kill for Gwentler, 2 kills for The Red Goes to Faster, and 1
The
kill
red.
for
Bombing, by the way.
Trimzalus. Trimzalisis. 665 damage to Red. The streaks. Dang. 350 for JBV. 420 for
I think
Sultan
the
and the
red
Duelist.
really got a lot of damage in that fight in the city.
Yes.
I think you probably chewed through like half of Logic's Grasshopper.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the teams are going to swap sides. Do we want to go to the map strat real quick? Or?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. It's up.
So we obviously had like 2 groups of 3 for Mantra, hiding near Epsi and another one near Kappa. And I think OMIT was set up like Bullshark up here, Grasshopper up here, Duelist kind of in the center between the 2, and then like the 3 Vulcans as like a mobile group running around all over the map. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think after they see the streak mech near Epsi up here, I don't know how many mechs they've spotted, but if they see like 1 or 2 mechs over there, and then they cross the map with their Vulcans, and the Bullshark doesn't see anything, and these Vulcans go all the way over here, and they see 3 mechs. We know these mechs haven't crossed the map. We know there's 3 here. I think you really just take the Duelist, you take the Grasshopper, you walk them across, you take the Vulcans with you, and you kill these guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously that's not what happened. Instead,
I think it seems like Kappa is closer to the spaceport, but
yes,
it's really
yeah,
Epsi.
it also is.
Well,
But the problem is, you really like the Bull Shark is the mech that needs to stay
right.
put, because it can deny Theta. It punishes any movement. It kind of forces a detour, right? You need to deal with the bull shark if you want to, like, Mantra couldn't path like this. The bull shark would eat them up. So they need to, like, put something there to kill it. And you really want to make sure that you kill it, so you need to, like, dedicate at least 2 mechs to it. And then you're only sending 1 guy as reinforcements. So this would be, like, a really good roadblock. But instead, I mean, it moves, right? And by doing that, Mantra gets to cross for free, right? They don't have the bullshark up there. The bullshark is over here. And Mantra just pushes across. Like, there's nothing to punish them. Bullshark even moves further, and then it's up in the city, and it just gets evaporated by these Mantra mechs. I think the Bullshark was the first mech to die for OMIT, right? Do I remember that correctly? I think it was Bullshark dies, and then Sultan and Hat kill like Tramzelisis and Quarks. No, yeah. They kill Tramzelisis and Quarks over there.
I can't remember. It's pretty quick.
Yeah, that was like, it was very quick fire with these guys dying. But in the end, these 3 mechs, well, not quite these 3 mechs, like the red was obviously near Kappa, but not Xenderpeach and JBV, I think were mechs that came in from the north, like from EPSI. And they were the ones that were fresh enough to, like, turn this fight around. Despite it being 4 versus 5 at that point. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you have someone in Overwatch position that is, like, very immobile, you should probably leave them there and instead, like, rotate your strat around that, if it's possible. Like, a Trade Assault on the move is pretty weak, I think. Especially if you don't have Gauss. You will just lack the DPS and the punch to really deal with a lot of mechs. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what Mantra is going to do from the other side. Obviously, I'm also really interested to see what OMIT is doing. Oh, they are starting the game, so the map strat. Mostly, I'm really interested in the mechs that we are going to see, because Vulcans are gone, right? Are we seeing assassins now? Like, is it cicadas? What is going to replace the Vulcans? Because I don't think they are going to abandon that type of medium mech. I think they will keep. They will want to keep playing that, but now they have to use different mechs, obviously.
I'm pretty sure we'll see cicadas. I've seen a lot of cicadas.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good mech. I think the EPPC variant more than the ER large one, or like the missile one.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, this is also like a really big map, certainly bigger than Frozen City, so like, it's a good map to use the cicada on, I think. Yeah, now that I think about it, like, Assassin can definitely be played more broadly, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that come out on Frozen City then.
Yeah. Slow load is
On that note, speaking about mechs that we might see going forward, Mantra still has all 3 Bull Sharks. OMIT has already used one. I don't know that Bull Shark is as crazy as it was last ISC compared to all the other darker options,
right.
But it's still really good. So for Frozen City, that might be like still really important. We can bring more darker Bull Sharks.
Yep. Well, looking at Mantra, we've got 2 Corsairs, 7 A's with 2 Gauss Rifle, 3 ER Large at Spaceport, and at the another Quapix and a Vulcan. I guess they only took 2. Yeah, Quapix and a Vulcan going for Theta, 2 Cicada, 3 Fs, Cal Serenicat, and JBV going to Theta, and an Assassin holding near Kappa, not getting Kappa yet.
For OMIT, we can see 3 Gauntlet 10Bs, pretty large laser, binary, and mediums. Or is it just large laser and mediums? But it's all 3 of them look very much the same. Then Hattrick is playing a Commando DO3, and for long range we have a Grasshopper 5N with EPPC HSL obviously, and a Highlander 733C.
Yeah.
That is carrying 2 EPPCs and 2 light ghosts, so it's just a
Long
little
range.
light ghost.
Yep. And Sultan is fighting Spaceport, one of the Spaceport Corsairs.
That is something. That is a fight that the Corsair should win all day, every day.
Right. Colonel David Renard across from Sultan, and then we also have another Corsair, Winter's Rigger.
Yeah, one thing to note though, at this distance, the Highlander and the Corsair just tickling each other.
Right.
They are like 1,700 meters apart.
Looks
So most of the damage that Sultan took was almost certainly from the strike.
Yeah.
Same thing is also true with Hattrick getting lasered by Winter's Rigger, but the gauntlets are going to really feel the Corsair. Like,
Yeah.
that is going to hurt.
gauntlets are close. Taitetsu and Zephron are probing the spaceport, trying to get close to the snipers.
Yeah, I think they are not quite on the same page. Tetsu is going further in, and Zephron is... Oh, they are actually not laser woman. Zephron is playing 7 small lasers and 2 snubs. Taitetsu is playing medium pulse and small laser.
And then the other was
It's
ER
fine.
medium.
Last-
The other was ER
The last
medium.
one is the medium. Okay.
So all different
Huh.
builds on the gauntlets.
Interesting. Interesting. Zephron is engaging the cicada, and he gets a really good shot on JBV, like, taking like 10% off the cicada.
That was just an arm,
UAVs like, going up.
unfortunately. I mean, cicadas don't need their arms, most of them.
Theta is controlled by the
So
enemy.
Mantra is kind of compressed onto the spaceport right now, with only the red off to the side. But that assassin is pretty annoying to have in your side. Like, it's 3 ear large, 1 ear medium. It has 20% range. It really hurts, even at like 1 kilometer plus. So the red is something they have to respect. But I think once they establish where all the mechs of Mantra are, OMIT would do well to just send someone to kill that assassin. But he's pulling back to the team, so like that opportunity is closing. Like they
Ooh.
won't be able to do that.
Cauterizer here loses an arm and half of his guns. Which is unfortunate, but it could be worse. They're usually XLs, aren't they?
And they are locked LFE, right? The gauntlets.
I don't know that. I've never actually
I
had
think
them
they are
played.
locked LFEs.
Hmm.
I mean, they're definitely Omnis, so
Oh yeah,
whatever
they're
engine
Omnis,
they have,
right.
they're locked to it.
Okay.
I think Winter's Trigger is in a position where he can't really do much right now, but he has to stay where he is. He is kind of the insurance that OMIT isn't just running onto the spaceport to kill everything, but Colonel David Renard is... I think he's trading 2 versus 1. Like, he has to deal with both the Grasshopper and the Highlander,
Right.
and that is something that is very tough in a limited space as the one over the spaceport. Like, he doesn't have much room to maneuver. He can't really do a lot of tricksy stuff with his mounts.
Right.
I mean, he can do some tricksy stuff, but I
It's
don't
like-
think he has like really good cover.
Popix is chasing Hat. Hat is CT open. Popix better. Ooh, well, a little bit of a back shot.
Yeah, it looks like he's still pretty fresh. Only 2 snub, opting to forego the mag shot.
Right.
Yeah, the red is also coming in, so like Hat is not going to escape. And now I think Winter's Rigger is just tickling him. It's like way too far for him to matter, but it's like emotional support blue lasers, right?
Right.
So let's see if something happens on the other side. Like Tetsu isn't doing anything right now. The gauntlets are kind of extending, but they need to kill something now. Like they know that at least 2 mechs are over there to kill Hattrick.
Right.
But I think they are going to miss the opportunity. Like the mediums are already almost back. And only Zephron is closing in on a kill. Cauterizer is much more likely to just get caught out himself.
Right.
And I think that's what we're going to see now. Cauterizer getting caught by the Vulcan. The rat is going to help. They might just take the second half, right?
Zephron is about to get a kill, but Cauterizer does go
Zephron
down.
gets the but it's still like this is. I don't think OMIT can come back from this. Like the Corsair is still relatively fresh. It's I mean, not fresh, but it's going to kill that gauntlet. It should win that 1v1.
Tetsu.
Not that it is a 1v1. Actually, we have
JBV.
Help.
Zephron down. Kopix gets him.
Oh, actually, what's going on here with that Corsair?
Corsair halved. Tetsu very hurt.
Oh, it's just the... Yeah, I mean, he's lucky he didn't get a Gauss explosion, I guess. He's doing the smart thing though, just tanking. Oh no, then he stops tanking, he wants to take a shot and dies. One of those cases where if you don't do anything, like your teammates are going to kill the gauntlet for you, you don't have to look at it. And I'm pretty sure he died to losing the second side torso. His torso, like his CT was still relatively fresh. It definitely still had armor.
Sultan.
Oh, Hattrick is complaining about the terrain. He got stuck in Echo 5. Okay.
Oh, well, Logic.
Maybe that's why his CT was open.
No, Logic is stuck, I think.
Oh, Logic is stuck. Okay. Damn, that doesn't even look like crazy terrain. I would be really sad if I get stuck there.
Yeah. Yeah, Logic.
Oh yeah, he's like a tiny bit above the ground.
Right. God.
Yeah. I guess that's the risk if you're playing on a map with a lot of structures on it.
Confirming that we have possession of Kappa.
Yeah, now that Logic is going to die. Mantra is allowed to just cap everything. Are they? It looks like they have trouble hitting him.
Right, because he's falling, so the game thinks he's traveling downward very fast right now.
Yeah, he's
but it
not where
can't
he
put
seems
him on
to
the
be,
ground.
right?
Yeah, he's not. This
Shoot him.
they need to like.
That's actually annoying for Mantra, but it shouldn't like be relevant. They have 6 minutes, and 6 minutes means like more than enough time to win this on caps, even if they couldn't kill Logic.
We've gathered enough resources.
And there he
This
goes.
triumph
See?
will
And
provide
it's a second drop to Mantra.
Three kills for Quapix and Vulcan with the snubs. 1 kill for JBV, 1 kill for Kelser Canet, 1 kill for Direct Goes to Faster, and 1 kill for Ty, 1 kill for Zephron. 550 for Colonel David Renard and that Corsair in the center, 450 for the other Corsair near the edge of the map, 480 for JBV and the Cicada. 500 for Cal and the other Cicada. Yeah, a lot of damage from those long-range supporters. 400 from Sultan and their sniper. 400 for Zephron. The gauntlet with snubs and smalls. That was tough.
Yeah, Zephyron was snubs and smalls. Do we go to map strat?
Mhm.
Or no? Or like, what are we doing? Yeah, I mean, let's look at the map strat for a moment. I think there wasn't anything super interesting going on here. We have the Corsairs up there, of course, and I think the Assassin we can mark over here, but the other mechs of Mantras were really like wherever they needed to be, like anywhere in this general area.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, for OMIT, we have one guy over here, one guy over here. Then the gauntlets were kind of wrapped against this high ground, and then the commando initially like here near Theta, and then trying to play this part of the city. And I think Head got caught trying to take Kappa, right? That must be what happened, right?
Yeah.
And then he runs away. 3 blue mechs are chasing him, and he dies. And yeah, I don't know. I think putting all the gauntlets down here is not good. Like, it's a good mech, but it's not a mech that can just play low ground against high ground and win.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have hill peaking mounts, and they also didn't really seem to have like a cohesive strategy, at least not one that was super apparent to me.
I missed the point when the gauntlets pushed up there, so I didn't see what, you know, what was happening when they decided to move forward. But
I mean, I
yeah,
think they tried to move forward as a response to Head getting chased by
right.
3 guys, right?
Yeah,
Which
I
would be a
guess.
good time. I think they were probably just 20 seconds late on that because Head did get chased for some time. But when the gauntlets moved up, like he lived for maybe like 4 more seconds or something, and then like the 3 mechs turn around, and all of a sudden they are in the back of the gauntlets. So that was just like a bit too late on the decision.
Yeah.
But I think we also have like there was a prior push trying to go up Echo 6 into Echo 7, but that was only like 1.5 gauntlets. I'm going to say, because Zephyron was going into Fox 7, and really only Teitetsu was pushing into Echo 6, with Cauterizer being in between the two. And I don't know, I don't think that really. I mean, I don't think it was even like a strat. It feels wrong to call it that because like nothing really happened. Like Teitetsu stepped up the ramp a bit, and then nobody followed, and he went back down. But yeah, I think actually thinking about it right now, it's a bit difficult for me to see OMIT's win condition for this, I will say. Like I mean, actually, no. There is obviously a win condition. They could have pushed with the gauntlets. Maybe not like onto Spaceport over there, but like through Fox 7, cut the Delta 7 Corsair. I don't think the Echo 8 Corsair can shoot down there either. Like, I'll just mark it in yellow. Like this way, you can probably get close, or just remove these 2 mechs from the game. But I think their traders were kind of set up to lose. Like, Corsair is, in my opinion, it's really strong. The changes are kind of painful if you're trading long range, but this is short enough that I think the duration reduction was still like giving them an edge. And I mean, obviously, it's also 2 gauss, right? And like, neither the Grasshopper nor the Highlander are small targets, right? You can actually hit them even when they're pop tarting at 1,200 meters or something. So I don't see OMIT winning the trade fight. And especially because Mantra also has all these cicadas with ear peeps. So they need to push, and they need to push early, kind of, right before they get one down.
Right. They were wearing down the Corsairs a little bit, but then the tide
Yeah,
turned.
I mean
as
this
they
one,
pushed.
like the one in Echo 8, Colonel David Bernard. But he was going 2 versus 1, and
Right.
he was doing fine. Like, the Grasshopper and the Highlander weren't much fresher than him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Grasshopper was, I think, even, and the Highlander was, like, 10% up.
Yep.
But the other one, like the one in Delta 7, was at 95% at that point of the game. So, by the way, they are dropping, so
Yep.
I guess we go back to the
Yep.
to the game.
Going to Frozen City Night Classic. Mantra is Team 1, and OMIT is Team 2.
So nice thing about this is we can already talk about the max. Oh, it's already launching. I think. Is it? Anyway, we can see the max already. So if you want to talk about the blue max.
Yep. Okay. Max. Oh, I'm not on the blue side.
Command coming
Red
in.
side. Cauterizer
Capture
Victor
and hold the
981,
resource point.
Emil
Stop
TR
any
in a
hostiles
Bullshark
heading your
6,
way.
Logic Prime in a Victor, Pat in a Raven 4X, Zephron in a Raven 4X, and then Sultan in a Bullshark. The Ravens are going towards Saddle.
Okay. For Mantra, we have a Victor 9A. Actually, 2 Victor 9As. I'm assuming they are heavy gauss. Let's take a look at that. They look very heavy gaussy. Like
Yes.
they have 2
Yes.
guns in their torso.
Yeah, they're
they
gotta
seem to
be.
heavy gauss. Then we have a Bullshark 6. Probably AC5 and light peeps. Yep, looks like AC5 and light peeps. And lastly, we have a Stalker 5M with missiles.
They've taken
Actually,
Epsilon.
missiles.
Walker 5M.
It is 4 large and 4 LRM-10. So I'm assuming that the assassin has a knock.
Yes,
I think
does.
the assassin has a knock.
he does.
He does. Yeah,
Maybe
that
that's
is
right.
something I had the displeasure of playing against. It was really
Wow.
annoying. Yeah, and apart from that assassin, we also have a Cicada 3F. That is the last Cicada for Mantra, I think. Yeah. I think looking at the max, OMIT should be pushing this.
Right. Mantra
They
held back.
definitely have more DPS.
Yeah,
They have
Mantra
the better short range mortards.
Mantra held back half of their max in case OMIT was doing a hard push. Saw that they aren't, and are now pushing forward through Kappa. OMIT, meanwhile, is going for the Bravo 4 city to possibly take Theta.
Yeah. I think the important thing, event, whatever you want to call it for this game, is going to be the push path of the 2 bull sharks and whether or not they will start, like whether they will hesitate when the assassin knocks them. Do you know whether spectators can see Narc? I mean, I guess we will see the stalker start
No.
shooting.
We
So-
don't see the narc symbol.
Ooh,
Cauterizer
is not in a good position over there.
takes a big hit.
And
Look, it's probably narked right now. I assume he's
yeah, I think
narked.
the victors of Mantra are doing a good job so far. Like they are really close. Oh, that was like a big hit on Corpus.
Cauterizer is in cover.
Yeah, I think these victors need to get the fuck out of there though. Like a second ago, everything was looking fine. And now it's looking very bad.
Well, the bull sharks are
Logic
supporting.
is probably knocked. Like he got lammed all the way back there a second ago. So Zephron in the Raven has like a nice side angle, and I think he is really getting on Leon's nerves.
I haven't been looking at Zephron. The Mantra, yeah, they were... I was gonna say they were a little bit stuffed in that low ground, which wasn't the best approach angle for them, and it seems like they've been stymied by the OMIT shift to hold them.
I think it's interesting that we are seeing so many victors on this map.
Right.
It's a good mech, and there are a lot of hills here, but at the same time, it's a slow mech and a dedicated push should just roll over them.
Right.
Like, you have the tonnage to bring a bunch of Daka and just kill them. Like, you can play like an Annihilator or something that matches the pinpoint of the Victor, has more armor and has more DPS, and then just run that at them. Because a Victor is not like a Cicada where the weapons are at the very top of the mech. Like, it's not bad mounts by any means, but the Victor is visible for some time when pop-tarting. They are not very mobile. Like, they will repeat the same
Yeah.
the same object, and both teams have so far been putting their Victors really close to each other.
The red goes to faster at 54%. Opix 57%. Cal Shurikane it.
I think the
67.
bullsharks of moments are getting so close that this might just be their game. Like, if Emil TR is just a bit close, like if he just holds the W key right now, I think they win.
Yeah, it seems like they're...
Everything is really beat up. Saffron is still super fresh. Hat is also super fresh. The bullsharks haven't really taken that much damage since the beginning of the game. Like, Emil took a lot of early damage, but hasn't taken a lot of extra damage since. But now they're just too hesitant. Like, he's getting beat up for nothing.
Yeah. It seemed very scary for OMIT near the beginning for a moment, but the damage, yeah, it really depended on if they could get some crucial narc hits and lurm somebody in the open, but Logic was able to get to cover. Winter's Rigor's down, Hat gets him. Stalker, that's the Lurm Stalker.
Yeah, Sultan has red health here, but it's only his left torso that's open, which is the least important part of that mech. Like, if you lose something that is not like an arm, lose that torso. So it's actually, he's not close to death.
Right. Opix is
He
halved.
will take a lot of damage from
The red is very soon gonna lose both torsos, and then that's both guns.
Yeah, I think the Ravens will be able to close this.
Headshot.
Cauterizer, I think,
headshot?
is kind of out of this game.
Zeph get a headshot on the red goes to Fasta?
I don't know. I don't have the paper
I-
notes open, so...
Oh. Ooh, Calcericane, I keep on saying it wrong. Cauterizer gets him. Opix down. Logic gets him.
Pre-shot on kind of David Renard. And another.
Neon down.
This is OMIT's game, which is really good for us because it means that the fifth
Yeah.
game is actually a decider.
Mm-hmm. 2-2.
And I mean, OMIT doesn't have any bullsharks left. Mantra still has 2. I'm assuming Mantra is going to bring them. Both teams also have 1 Victor left.
Kappa is
I
under enemy
don't think
control.
either team is going to bring a 3rd Victor.
Haven't seen Maulers, have we?
No. I mean, I would hope they bring Annihilators.
Yeah, we'll see Annihilators and...
Yeah. Just
GG.
because, like, the thing is, you're expecting to go against Daka, kind of, right? And Daka versus Daka, you want the Annihilator.
God damn.
So the
Zephyron.
Raven.
615 damage and a kill for Zephyron. At 1 kill, 450 damage. Great job. 700 damage for Logic Prime and 1 kill. 2 kills for Cauterizer. And 1 kill for Emil TR. 500 damage. Wow. 460 for the red goes to Fasta and the Victor on their side. But yeah, they got chipped down in that. Team 2 seems to have like a bowl of terrain, which is just really bad to get caught in. It has the high ground at the back of their map, but when they push forward, they're in the bowl. Okay, swapping sides for the last game. Up the tactics. Yeah,
I think we saw, like, I guess for Mantra we have 2 assaults near Kappa. Let me actually change it to Mantra color. We have 2 assaults near Kappa, which is the Stalker and the Bullshark, right? They are over here. And then we have the Victors that are kind of playing Bravo 4, and then later they are falling back into the buildings as well, right? And the Cicadas are kind of just the Cicada and the what was the other mech? An Assassin. The Cicada and the Assassin were kind of just playing this area in front of them. And like OMIT was just kind of extended like this with the Raven over here, another Raven over here, and the Bullsharks in this area, the Victors over here. And to be honest, I mean, just from this, it's already like OMIT having the better position. They have the Concave, they are kind of firing at everything. The Victors are very limited because they can't even like do any neutral shots. Like they always have to jump. And they also have like an annoying path to get back to the team. I'm a bit surprised that they got to take it for free, kind of like they just jumped up, showing their back towards OMIT, but I guess OMIT didn't have lines. But honestly, I think this whole drop could have been over much sooner if OMIT just pushes this way and just holds the W key, because the Victors can pop tat you, but they will shoot your right arm, right? Or they shoot your right leg. Or maybe sometimes they shoot your right torso, but like there's also a bunch of buildings here, right? There's a lot of cover. And they are jumping from low ground. So they need to jump really high to get anything done. And you have more Daka. You could have just rolled up your 2 bull sharks and killed them. And I don't know. I think the Victors are they can't stop Daka pushes, in my opinion.
Yeah, you really need to. It really depends on if you hit those heavy Gauss shots. Same with
yeah, I mean, even if you hit them, the mechs have a lot of armor.
Yeah.
And as long as they are shooting something as well, they are going to come out on top in the overall trading of armor and health. And if they just move forward, you kind of lose. I mean, the Bullsharks would have killed the Stalker and the Bullshark pretty easily, I think. Like just 2v1. But that being said, like everyone seems to be running Victors, so maybe there's something that I'm just missing. But to me, this is like they are not fast. The team the Victors playing around is also not fast, so it's not like these guys can get away and give the Victor a lot of time to shoot the mechs as they are as they are pursuing their teammates, right? Everything is slow, and everything has like a pinpoint that is similar to the Victors, right? Like the Bullsharks, if they are the light peep AC5 version, have 35 and some builds 40 pinpoint. So they aren't that far away. And as soon as the Victor is like past 300 meters, they are dealing with damage drop-off.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's not like a very harsh drop-off, but it's enough that the more heavily armored mech will come out on top in the trades, right? I don't know. Maybe we will see Annihilators. I think Annihilators would be good here. Just to hold W and flaunt your superior hitboxes.
I've seen a lot of Maulers on this map. But I know that Maulers are flawed mechs.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just lose to Annihilators as well. I mean, all the Daka mechs lose to Annihilators. So if you expect Daka or Daka is good, you should bring some Annihilators. I mean, this map is actually really good for Bullsharks as well because there are so many hills. But OMIT doesn't have any Bullsharks anymore.
Right.
So
I wonder if we'll see more.
Did we play Annihilators here?
I'm trying to remember. I think
I know we played Victor's as well.
I think
I'm
we
pretty
did.
sure.
I think we did.
That's good. This is a like an Annihilator 1A, Annihilator 2A map as well. They do pretty well here. And I think you can even play crazy builds on your Annihilators in comp, right? Because you don't need to run that fast. You don't need a billion ammo. You can play really nasty stuff.
Yeah. You're definitely right. I agree now that we will be seeing Annihilator this match. Team 1 is locked. Yeah.
I mean, for Mantra, I'm kind of expecting them to bring their remaining bull sharks.
I forget how many total.
They only took one so far.
They've only
so
had
they
one?
still have
Okay.
two. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is definitely a map where a bull shark can use its mounts to win against an Annihilator,
Mhm.
but they aren't like crazy. Like it's not, oh, this team still has bull sharks, so they win, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like that, but it's
Frozen.
good. Like it's definitely on some maps, like bull sharks really struggle to put their mounts to good enough use to beat Annihilators. But on this map, it's certainly possible.
Yeah. This map seems to me to be about shifting your mech's positioning to get the numerical advantage on one side or the other. So the mobility, lack of mobility will hurt. But I mean, I saw a good bull shark anti-push over the saddle. So you can do it.
Yeah, honestly, while we are on the topic, right? The game is starting, so we can quickly see what is going to happen. I see Crusader, I see a Shadowhawk with PPCs, Crusader with PPCs. This does not look like a big darker push. Oh, this is Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. I was gonna say I
Coming in.
suspect there's gonna be
Capture
more
and hold the
missiles.
resource
Not Xander
point.
Peach
Stop
with
any
rockets
hostiles
and
getting
3
your way.
PPC. Trimzalus with ERPPC Small Laser Crusader. Have Dervish, the red goes to faster with more streaks. Leon, also PPC rocket launcher. Cal with
They've taken Epsilon.
3 rocket 20, 3 rocket 10, 5 ER medium,
Command
2 binary
confirming that
cannon.
we have possession
Winter
of
Rigger in the
Kappa.
same.
Yeah, for Omen, we have a Mauler 1P with 4 UX5s. That is a really good build in my opinion, like very high DPS. I think the Cyclops is probably also 4 UX5, I would be surprised if it isn't. The Annihilator is only 5 AC5 and 2 Light Peep. That is, in my opinion, nowadays an anemic and Annihilator build. Like, I would not run that. I would be like, why are you doing this to this poor mech? Then they have a Shadowhawk 2K. I think that is just the PPC version.
Has SERMs.
It looks
It
like
has
it's heavy
SERMs.
PPCs.
It has SERMs.
2 snubs, 3 SRAMs, so it's a brawly version. There's a Cicada, and a Blackjack Arrow. Yeah, I think just mech-wise, Mantra's in a good position. The Thunderbolts are certainly something that can wreck, especially the Mauler.
Where are the Thunderbolts?
On the Bullshark 3s, are they not? Are they
Oh,
not
oh,
Thunderbolt?
I forgot to check the bull shark.
They are not.
No,
they
no,
are rocket
they're
launch. They
rockets,
actually
not
do
Thunderbolts.
Oh, that's crazy.
Okay, yeah, so it's
It's last one with rockets.
no lock-ons, but they do have rockets, and there is the Dervish with streak.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know that I like rockets on this drop. That is also something where the Annihilator will just be extremely tanky due to its hitboxes, which makes it even more sad that the build is kind of lame.
Well, I played against I played against Cal in a quick play, shooting me with this this bull shark, and it did hurt. There was a lot flying at you. But Mantra has 2 points, Kappa or Theta and Epsi. OMIT has Kappa. But it's
I think the play here is to for
The-
OMIT to group up and try to catch some of the slower mechs of Mantras.
Yeah, we have the red goes to faster is hiding, guarding the tunnel exit. If anybody pushes out a tunnel, gonna dive on them and try to kill them with the streaks.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the longer OMIT waits, the worse it is for them. Mantra has like 3 mechs with 2 APPCs each, I think, right? Both of the Shadowhawks and the Crusader. And OMIT really only has like the Blackjack and maybe the Cicada.
Right.
And yeah, that's not a good matchup, I think.
Well, look at Saddle. This is what I've
They
seen a
have
lot of.
grouped up.
Yeah.
I don't know that that is the push path I would have taken. I think you could have pushed on the left side.
Saddle gives you a little bit of elevation, but exposes you a lot as well.
Yeah, I mean maybe they are very certain that they have the better assault damage.
See what the red does. The red.
Ooh, Tramzetis eating a lot of damage. And the Bullsharks, I think the Bullsharks might be difficult to get into play here. They are spotted now. Or at least they should be spotted. I mean, Hedrick doesn't know the build yet. He knows Lasbomb. Winter's Rigger might actually catch one of them, but I doubt it. Okay, now that is bad for
Cauterizer.
OMIT. Emil Tiaras getting cut out alone. The other 2 Darker Assaults are not present.
Right.
Why they switched over to the right side of that ridge, I don't know. But I mean, he's in a good position right now. He can't be shot.
Leon down.
They're getting Leon basically for free. And I think Kalsarikinit is going to have difficulties to get back into the game. Like, if he does, there's going to be 3 Darker Assaults that can look at him. But maybe they ignore him.
Zephyron is getting
Actually, they are
streaked again.
overextending. Like, they don't need to push up right now. Like this right now. They didn't need to go there. They could still keep Kalsarikinit out of the game.
Winter's Rigor down. Neil TR gets him.
Yeah, the arm advantage for OMIT is huge at this point, so I think they are just going to win this.
Cal down. Not Xander Peach down. It's just 2.
Trems was down.
Trem down. It's just a red goes to faster. That ambushing Dervish. Last one alive. And he's hat
And
gets him. That's it. Wow.
Yeah.
I did not
So-
expect that, to be honest. Emil TR in that Mauler 1P. 4 kills.
Yeah, him still being alive, I think. If I was on Mantra, I would be offended by that. But yep, I mean, he survives for some reason. He shouldn't. I mean, he's a mauler. But yeah,
Dang.
I don't know. I think
Yeah,
that was
look at that
a bit too
CT.
passive by Mantra. Like, they kind of gave the game away there. GG's.
GG's. Really close. Emil TR. 760 damage in the Mauler. 540 for Hat and the Cicada. Great job. 460 for Sultan and the Annie. Yeah, the Bull Sharks. 430 for Elsaricanet. Just weren't able. There was a moment when they were shooting the Blackjack and Hat up, but at that point they had split the red goes to faster across the map. I was worried about that ambush, but I think he hesitated a little bit before pushing in, and it was already too late by the time he got there.
Yeah, I think they tried to be a bit too clever with this one. Like, the way that they set up and that they played this drop seemed very reactive. Like, they had 3 mechs just sitting in wait, right? The Dervish and the Bull Sharks, like 3 mechs just waiting for your enemy to do something. And they weren't even waiting in the same area, right? So imagine what happens if OMIT sends their assaults through the tunnel, actually, and they all just happen upon the red in his Dervish, right? Just as an example.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are so many things that can go wrong where the Bull Sharks can't really do anything to help. And conversely, if OMIT just pushes through the Bravo line, the red is not going to be in the game. It's too reactive, I think, for such a small map, because the distances on Frozen City Classic are really short. Like, everything is very close together.
Yeah.
Kappa to Apsi is only 1 kilometer. Like, it's that close.
Mm-hmm.
Like from Charlie 3 saddle over the dropship down to where Kalsurikin was hiding is only 700 meters. It's extremely close. So I don't know. A lot can happen before you can react if you are just lying in wait. So I don't know. I would have hoped that they had played something that actually pushes and pressures OMIT, but they didn't. They did bring interesting strategies and mechs for all
Yeah.
of the drops, though. So
Yeah.
at least for that, I'm very grateful.
Yes. I was gonna say, great job to Omit and Amantra. Thank you for having us cast, and it was interesting seeing a lot more of that tactical, lighter mechs, lights and mediums probing and figuring out if now is the moment to take a side cap, or if they needed to group up, which is, it's really hard to tell. It's harder to tell without the bird's eye view and with the fog of war of not knowing exactly what's going on. It's great to see. Yeah, thanks again, Lumi. Tried to type in your... I tried to paste a link to your channel in chat, but I got a warning because I'm not a mod on this channel.
Oh, that's funny, actually.
I'm not even going to be able to raid from this channel.
Don't worry about it. Like, I don't mind. I mean, I didn't originally want to stream the second perspective, even so. I think it's not that important. But yeah, thanks for having me.
Cool.
It was a lot of fun just being able to focus on, talking about what they are doing this way instead of like having to do all the stuff.
Yes.
Like, I just let it run through on my stream. Like, it's always just the game.
Yeah, that was a lot easier having somebody else to talk half the time.
Oh,
so
was it easier for you as well? That's nice.
Yes.
Nice to hear.
Thank you, Libby.
I'm glad about that.
Cool. We'll do this
Yeah,
again. We'll cast more games. We're playing OMIT next week.
Yep.
Looking forward to that.
It's actually going to be a really impactful match now, because both OMIT, I think OMIT has 3 wins now. Right? They
both
probably won everything against. They won against anyone but Cole.
Right.
Everyone but Cole.
Yeah.
And
Mantra
Mantra
has
now
lost.
won.
Mantra
they
has
lost against OMIT and Cole. I'm kind of expecting Mantra to beat KDCM next week.
Mm-hmm.
Just a feeling. I don't want to jinx it, and obviously KDCM is always good for just really good NSR, which I think is something that Mantra might struggle with.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Mantra of old, I would say. Like, this Mantra that plays something different every drop, I think is pretty much more difficult to NSR. And obviously KDCM can also play other stuff really well, right? But looking at how the tourney has went so far, it is reasonable, I think, to assume that KDCM will probably lose to Mantra. And then they both have 3 wins. So if we also win against OMIT, I think we would also be up to 3 wins. Obviously, we have the worst drop wins to drop losses out of the teams. I think in that case, OMIT would still be 2nd place, Mantra would be 3rd, we would be 4th. But still, if we lose, it's very... I mean, actually, it would not change that much, actually. We should still win.
Yes.
Or try to win, anyway. But yeah, I will be ending the stream now.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Lumi, and this is Parachrome signing off. Try to cast more games. Sure. Have a good weekend. Good luck to week 5 ISC.